are out here at Big Bend National Park today. So we are gonna do Black Gap Trail, which is it's a badge Jeep trail.
Figured since we're here.
Yeah. Is it the only one? It's the only one down here. I don't know. Anyway, that's what we're gonna do today.
We've been hiking all week so far, so figured we'd take a break from hiking. And I think this is the only trail that's here though, like you said.
Oh, there's off-road trails, but this is the only badge trail that's around here.
Yeah.
So we're gonna check it out.
Figure since we're here, might as well do it, right? It's a huge park. It's a lot to explore.
How many acres did you say it was?
I think it's 8,000.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
800 and something thousand. So, but she's been well versed on a lot of these trails lately. Today, all week really, she's been blasting up and down these things like we're in a trophy truck. So,
Okay. Everywhere it takes forever to get to. So I'm like, let's get there.
yeah, she's not keen on. It's a game now. She's trying to beat the time limit that everyone says it takes 7 hours to do this. She's like, we just killed an hour and a half off this trail.
Challenge accepted.
So let's see what we can get into in this little trail and see what it's got.
So Black Gap is one of 2 badge trails that are in Texas. The park is huge at about 1,252 square miles. That's pretty big. Even though it's this big, it's one of the least visited national parks. So its high times are about February to April, or the peak season for the weather. And it really wasn't too busy. We were here in April, so we had plenty of space, and it was starting to get warm, but as long as we got up early and were able to get out and start getting hiking and Jeep trails done, it wasn't so bad. I would recommend around this time of the year for sure.
Stop number 1.
So far, I'm pretty pleased because it's a really cool view to see. I've already decided to make an off-road obstacle out of the trail.
Yeah, we saw a couple of videos and talked to a couple of people and saying like it's not that crazy, so I think we can try to make it as difficult as we possibly can. So that's what we're gonna do.
That's my goal. I'm gonna try to make it as challenging as possible.
That way there's some more fun in the trail, just besides the views.
Yeah, and then there was mud on the trail too at the very beginning. I was not expecting that with it being in the desert and so dry, but that was kind of different.
We haven't got to get it in four-wheel drive yet, really, so we'll let you know when we actually engage all that. So this trail's pretty mild, so.
Yeah, I just want to check out the view, so enjoy.
Does it look black?
Yeah.
Is it a gap?
Yeah. Is it that gap?
That could be so naughty.
Yeah, I think it would. I guess.
The black Black Gap.
You can make anything. We're already here.
That was fast.
Short trip. I wonder if the time, because it said 5 to 7 hours. I wonder if the time includes the little trail it takes to get here and this little trail to get out of here. Right now it's 12:44, we start 11-ish, so it's been an hour and 44 minutes. And granted, we've stopped a whole lot, so it's really been pretty short.
Yeah. We don't know what's on the other side of this, but
Black Gap, we'll show it to you. There's a lot of rocks stacked up really stacked. It looks like it's just a little bit of an incline. We'll show you, but
check it out.
let's do it. Okay, this is it. As you can see, rocks that are stacked, so you have this little ledge area some help. I mean,
It's not bad. Definitely an obstacle of some sort. Say cheese. It's the Snake River Gap. I told her she should jump from here to here. You gonna do that? From here to here? I think if you go fast enough, you can make it. Yeah. You like to use the skinny pedal. Behind the scenes footage of us setting up for camera shots. We stumbled across this little mining town that we come to find out all these cool little buildings. And I have no idea what it's called, but Nikki did some research and she found out what it was. Really cool.
Yeah, we just kind of stumbled upon this. We didn't really know that it was here. It was pretty cool to see, but it comes to kind of find out it's Murray Skull Mine. It produced mercury from 1900 to 1943, and nearly 1/4 of the total produced in the United States.
It's a lot of mercury.
It's pretty crazy. There's actually, which we're not around there, we're basically walking around the buildings that the workers used to live in, but if you went back the way we came, there was actually a mine you could go check out and walk around, which we didn't know while we were there, so.
Definitely check it out. And there's also a little campground right down the road too. So little houses and little buildings were pretty cool. And even though there's no roofs on them, looks like they were made of like concrete, early concrete. I don't know. It's kind of neat.
You don't necessarily have to go down the Black Gap Trail to get to this. The easiest way to access this is via the River Road East, which begins 5 miles west of the Rio Grande Village. So if you don't want to have to go down the Black Gap Trail, you can take a shorter route to come check this out. We just finished Black Gap Road.
Yep. So that trail is off the list. So a bunch of trails in Big Bend, and I think that's the only one that's a badge trail. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, so. It is. This is the only badge trail in Big Bend. It was rated moderate to difficult, or moderate to demanding. What do you think about that rating?
I'd like to know, or who's rating these trails. The demanding part I could see if you're not used to being jostled around a lot down a regular trail, which 90% of trails are.
No, because
that's the only demanding part I could think about it.
But like, I feel like there's a lot of off-road trails are bumpy. So yeah. I wouldn't think that would construe demanding. I've also seen people post or talk about how the resources are limited when you're out here in the middle of the desert, which, yeah, it's hot, but I mean, you go anywhere you go, there's usually any off-road trail, you usually don't have a signal, you don't have your resources, you're just as vulnerable, so I don't agree with that. We were in two-wheel drive most of the, like 99%. Only time you might have needed it is
that one
the gap, which I don't even know. We probably could have done two-wheel drive. We didn't, but it really wasn't.
Difficult.
I went down it backwards too because we decided to play again. But
yeah, we made it a little challenging for ourselves, I guess. We wanted to make the factor of
we wanted to try to make it moderate to demanding.
So you can rate it your own way. I mean, I don't know who's rating them, but
I would just say if you have a four-wheel drive vehicle,
well, hell, even a all-wheel drive vehicle. If you got a Subaru.
Yeah, I mean, as long as you're not in a car, you know, you can go down this trail.
Get any little bit of
off the ground, you want high clearance vehicles.
Yeah.
And I think it was worth the drive. It wasn't very long. It said 5 to 7 hours of it. I saw it. I don't know if it was on.
That's if you're taking your time, man. You gotta be like snail's pace.
And I think they're including, because you have to drive down a dirt rocky trail to get there and to get back to the main trail, which we have been driving really fast. So that.
Yeah. So I mean.
But we drive fast down these roads, but we've stopped a lot and played around a lot. So I wouldn't say.
Yeah, you can just basically do it yourself. I mean, like some people drive slow. I mean, we've passed a couple Jeeps have passed us. So it doesn't really matter. It all depends on your comfortability, how fast you want to go down these trails.
So if we go left, right? If we go right, we're going to Mexico. If we go left, we go back to Big Bend. So that's kind of cool. We're really close. Black Gap's really close to the right in the border. We just saw a border patrol that pulled over and let us pass and talk to us for a second. We just double check where I'm at. So Solus adds to Mexico, but we don't need to go to Mexico.
Not today.
We're about to actually go do a hike that's on the Rio Grande. It's right at the border too. So.
I'll throw a rock at Mexico. See if I can hit it.
I thought would be good to include the map so you can see how long Black Gap Trail is. You have to travel along Glen Springs Road first before you even get to the Black Gap. Itself is not very long, but if you include the beginning, Glen Springs, Black Gap, and then you have a couple ways to get out after Black Gap, ends up being at least 16.3 miles total.
Other than that, that's Black Gap Trail, and we'll catch y'all in another video, and hope y'all enjoyed it out. See y'all later.